2 a.m. and Ford number 9 still leads from the Matra, with the Alpha third, but Porsche number 33 has regained fourth position. By 2:30, the rain is torrential. Visibility for the drivers is appalling, and by 3 a.m. a total of 20 cars have fallen by the wayside, some literally. In the cold, dark, open-fronted concrete pits, managers and mechanics stand ready for brief flurries of essential activity, and meanwhile plot the progress of the remaining cars. By 5 a.m. in the darkest hours before the dawn, the leaders have completed 200 laps, but 22 cars have gone. It feels unlikely that the sun can ever rise again. Dawn has not actually broken at Le Mans. Rather, there has been a weakening of the darkness. It is cold and damp and autumnal. The rain has stopped, but drying out will take time. Life returns slowly to the area by the track known as the Village, where all the facilities of a holiday town are available to the wakening and returning spectators. The melancholy air of the deserted fairground has yet to be dispelled by the enthusiasm of racegoers returning to find their favourites well placed. As yet, there is little sign of movement in the usually teeming areas about the track. Only the surviving cars press resolutely on. John Wyer's Ford number 9 has survived the night and is leading from the Alpha number 39, with the Matra lying third and challenging strongly for second place, already gained and lost in the hours of darkness. Right up now in fourth place is the Swiss Porsche number 66. The only surviving works Porsche is fifth and gaining. By 8 o'clock, village life is returning to normal as a fitful sun dries the track and, together with coffee, cognac and the news that the Matra is again second, raises the hopes of the predominantly French crowd. By 9 o'clock, the Matra lying second is only 6 laps behind the Ford and closing the gap. The Alpha on the same lap is in third position. Behind the Swiss and Works Porsches in 6th place lies the Alpine Renault 27. Then come 2 more Alphas, 7th and 8th, and David Piper's Ferrari 9th. Lying 10th is the 2-litre French-entered Porsche number 45. Then in 11th position, another 3-litre Alpine with another Alpine number 57, 12th. At Le Mans, 32 cars are out of the race, and the day is still young. Less than 5 hours to go now, and Lucien Bianchi in the Ford still leads the 22 survivors. 100 laps and more than 800 miles separate the leaders from the last car. But only 6 laps behind the Ford lies the Matra, with, to the French crowd's delight, a commanding lead over Alpha number 39, though it's still in third place after a 22-minute unscheduled pit stop. Coming up fast are the Swiss Porsche, 4th, and the Works Porsche number 33, 5th. Another Alpha, 38, is 6th. Mauro Bianchi in Alpine Renault 27 lies 7th, 25 laps behind his brother in the Ford, but still going strongly, and a contender for one of the prizes awarded for performance or class after complicated calculations of efficiency, to say nothing of the possibility of finishing well up with the leaders, any or all of which could still fail to complete the 24 hours. But with hardly 4 hours left, Lucien Bianchi in the Ford passes the wreckage of the Alpine, not knowing that his brother has survived the crash. The leaders, including the Matra, come through apparently unscathed, but the Matra has run over some of the Alpine wreckage, sustaining damage that eventually proves fatal. The French supporters will watch in vain for the return of their favourite. Just 1 hour to go now. Alpha number 39 has unexpectedly dropped to 4th place, but 2 other Team Alphas are 5th and 6th. 17 laps separate Alphas 39 and 40, with 38 somewhere in the middle. Most surprising of all, the Swiss Porsche number 66 has come right up into second place, 2 laps ahead of the Works Porsche and hard on the heels of the Ford. But the one surviving Works Porsche is still closing on the 2 leaders and has moved up dramatically from 5th and then 4th into 3rd place. Signs of the strain that must be affecting all the survivors, with most of the 24 grueling hours behind them, show clearly during the inevitable pit stop. Only minutes to go now, so over to the pits for the finale of what is undoubtedly the world's toughest motor race.
An expectant hush has fallen over the densely packed tribune. John Wyer's Ford number 9 passes the pits area for the last time. Before completing another lap, the checkered flag will be raised, and this punishing race will have been won for the 3rd time running by a Ford car. And thanks to John Wyer, this means the World Manufacturers Sports Car Championship goes to Fords for the 1st time, the championship that would otherwise have gone to the Porsche. At the pits now, the flag is already out, with the winning car still out on the circuit. But it's the distance covered in the 24 hours that counts, and without a shadow of doubt, that means the Ford. It's the car of Rodriguez and Bianchi that the crowd most wants to welcome. Meanwhile, finishing in 2nd place, there's Florian Steinemann's Swiss Porsche number 66. The one surviving Works Porsche, number 33, takes 3rd place, with the splendid trio of Alphas in line astern there, 4th, 5th and 6th. And that's David Piper's Ferrari now, number 21, having finished 7th. And there at last it is. Number 9, the Ford, the GT40, and a really rousing welcome for drivers Belgian Lucien Bianchi and Mexican Pedro Rodriguez, for whom winning at Le Mans is also the fulfillment of an ambition of a lifetime.
The winning car has been 330 plus 8 kilometers.
A triumph for JW Automotive Engineering. The winning Ford has completed 330 laps, more than 2,700 miles in 24 hours, maintaining an average speed of over 115 miles an hour despite torrential rain during the extra hours of darkness and the need to brake hard an extra 330 times for the new chicane before the pits. Altogether, the brakes were applied some 2,800 times during the race, often in the course of bringing the car down from more than 200 miles an hour to 50 miles an hour. Yet the Ferodo disc pads were only changed twice on the front wheels and just once on the rear wheels. Trials of strength like the 24-hour race are invaluable tests of the quality of friction materials. Ferodo, in meeting the challenge of Le Mans, further ensures your safety all round the clock, all round the world.
La voiture Ford numéro 9 est engagée par le concurrent britannique John Wyer